Hello everybody, welcome to Shore Shot Archery. Anthony here, and let's talk about the 2020 Shore Shot Archery update. Alright, so let's get started with this update. First, thank you for checking out my video again. In 2020, start of a new decade, as everybody's probably heard now a million times. But it also is, start of a new year, more archery content, and like the beginning of a ramp up of everything the archery industry does. Because this year we're going to start off with going to the ATA show like we did last year. We're going to be checking out the new products and things like that. Separate video related to that. I'll be posting a video about the ATA show and asking for your feedback there. But I figured I should touch on it since that is like the next big thing for me. Besides that, I've been testing equipment. I've been testing the MK Archery Impers stabilizers. Pretty good so far, especially for a stabilizer that's intermediate, mid-price. It's not supposed to be a high-end, high-price stabilizer. Actually did put some additional weight on it from my norm. Even got a beefier adjustable V-bar, which is the Shrewd Atlas. I did a video on that previously. And we even got some angle going on here, so a little bit of change up from my last setup video. I don't know, I shot a couple local tournaments, and I really noticed, this something needs to be done with my stabilizer setup and just how it was working. So I figured I'm going to give this a go, see how it works, and at the same point in time I can test these stabilizers. Other than that, I'm also testing Brady's new Model 702 vanes, and they're interesting. They're not bad overall. There'll be a full video on them. I definitely have some critiques for them, and they'll have their own pluses and just interesting things that I found about them. So definitely look forward to my review when that comes out. A cool thing with that though is that I'm starting to gather information on how fast arrows fly with certain vanes, how fast certain arrows fly, based on their length compared to other brands of arrows. While trying to maintain the same vanes and stuff on them. So there'll be additional data posted to the Shore Shot Archery website. That way you can start comparing vanes. You can start comparing arrows. I'm going to work on doing dampeners. I just got a whole selection of limb saver products in. And I'm going to start doing tests on those and show you, my experience with them through videos, but also put up the information I gather from those. That way you can try to make, the most accurate, most educated decision possible when purchasing equipment. And I can do all this because I have no affiliation with any of these companies. I don't get paid by any of them to say any of this. So it's really convenient, and I think it's super beneficial for everybody out there that's just trying to get a pretty honest, straight-on opinion about a particular piece of equipment. So you're probably wondering, what have I been doing these last, week and a half maybe? It's been a little quiet on the video front. Well, I've been editing new videos. I'm actually trying to wrap up the videos from last year, 2019. I got some outdoor ones from like the Texas Shootout and stuff. They're going pretty well. The naming of those videos, since the tournament they're at is called the Texas Shootout, YouTube has given me quite a hassle on allowing me to put them onto YouTube because they see that as a problem. But of course, once it gets verified by an actual person, then they're like, oh, there's no problem. I could have told you that from the beginning. But your AI computer system isn't smart enough to know. So that's coming along. They're going to roll out, and of course it's going to get mixed in with some ATA show content. So if you're freezing out there, like I am here, even though I'm inside shooting out to the outside. Anyway, it's cold, and hopefully some of this summer content will warm you up inside. I know I was really thinking about, man, I was really breaking a sweat out there when I was shooting these videos, but boy, would I like to be doing that again now. Other than that, I don't know if you can actually see, but personally, I feel like my form is really coming along. It's really, we're really getting into alignment well with the shot. Sungwoo has been working really hard with me to try to iron out some of my little interesting nuances of error in my form. The odd things that I do, we've been trying to iron those out, and I think they're really coming along. I actually shot a scored round, a half a tournament, with his whole JOAD program after shooting like 2 hours beforehand, and I actually came in at like 280 or so. So that gives me, a lot of confidence to think that I could definitely do better than that. Because if I had already shot for about 2 hours and then I decided to score, I was pretty worn out by the time we started scoring. So I'm really excited that I could throw down some pretty impressive numbers for 2020. I won't get ahead of myself. I still got to do a lot of practice and work hard, keep working on my form, and keep working with him, of course, because he's really helped me grow and improve when it comes to my shot. And with that, let me know if you guys want more form-related videos. Things that I feel very comfortable with, that I understand fully, and that I can explain because they're working for me, and I can explain them to you. Let me know if you want to hear more about that or not. I'm not really trying to start my own training thing. I like working with him, but I know there's people that are always looking for help, and it seems like everybody and their brother's mother tries to tell you how to shoot a bow, and a lot of people I don't feel like actually put the effort in. So I got 15 years of doing things all crazy different ways, and currently this is the most success and just the best shooting I've done in my life so far. So we're going to keep growing on that. Alright, the video on the VXTs and VAPs is coming out. I finally had decent weather to do a speed test. That's the only problem with some of these videos. Like I tell you, oh, they're coming. The thing is, if the weather does not cooperate and it's not nice, consistent conditions, then I'm not going to do some of these tests, because the idea is that we're going to get accurate numbers and I'm going to share them with you. So I finally got some really good weather that I could actually do these tests. So, so far, without giving you the real details, the VXTs and the VAPs are coming in at 5 feet per second plus over my X10s. And that's pretty ridiculous. Of course, it could be more than that. And you're going to have to see the video, or videos, because they'll each get their own video, to see how they actually stack up. And it's going to be like a preliminary thing of me just testing them out for the first time and seeing how it goes. And then down the road we'll do like the full review once I get a way to really show you how the grouping improves or doesn't improve based on the type of arrow, and just trying to take some of the human element out of that, because as archers we're never perfect, but a machine is, and I'm working on developing a machine that will shoot perfect enough that you can see a difference based on the quality of the arrow. Is there a difference between X10 and a VXT or a VAP or whatever other brand or model is out there? Alright, so besides that, hopefully you've seen some of the upgrades to the Shore Shot Archery shop. We now offer t-shirts, just like this one actually, and they're pretty awesome. There's two different prices at this time. There's like a budget, and then there's a premium with like the logo printed on the inside and everything. It's pretty wild. Maybe down the road I'll just stick with the budget one. It depends on the feedback I get and what people are looking for. Other than that, stay tuned. There is some products in the works for the future. We're going to see how they go before there's any kind of official announcement, but there is things I'm working on, in order to keep funding this project of bringing unbiased archery information to you, to the sport, and just being able to do what I do. So continuing on, I'm also going to try to cover more barebow target archery this year, as well as try to make some like beginner barebow related stuff where I try out portions of barebow and make videos with that, based on my schedule, and just trying to apply what I do in Olympic recurve to barebow and just seeing what happens, because I feel like you don't hear of a lot of very experienced. I feel like I'm a very experienced Olympic recurve shooter. You don't hear them switching to barebow too often, and if they do, it's usually after the fact. So I'm going to try to do both. The barebow is definitely more for they're both fun, but very less serious side of it. Just, in my spare time at home here at my private range. I'm probably not going to shoot any tournaments at this point with barebow, but I think it's going to be very interesting to see my experience with it. I don't think that's something that has been shared, or I don't know. I just want to share my own experience, because I feel like I'm going to experience new and different things that still relate to my experience shooting Olympic recurve, but shooting with a barebow. I don't know. I think it'll be interesting. I'll be interested to see what everybody's feedback is. Maybe everybody thinks it's a terrible idea. We'll find out together. So with that, let me know what you want to see in 2020, like maybe some things that I haven't done a lot of and you just want to see more of that. I'm going to really I'm going to continue doing like the tournament tours and taking video of archers from the US and internationally when I can. I think that helps a lot of people, just those two, because I get a ton of comments and a lot of people that really appreciate what I'm doing there. I'm going to keep working on the product review section and the testing. Those are two biggies. I'm still thinking about like adding in some more stuff with like Sungwoo, my coach. He has he has very experienced takes on things, and since he comes from that background of shooting in Korea, they're a little different than what I've experienced here, and it's really cool. So I don't know if I'll end up making more videos in that direction in the future, or you've seen some of the videos with me and my girlfriend shooting. That could be a possibility too. But let me know what you think. Let me know if there's something that I'm like totally missing here that you really want to see. But basically, I'm going to do my best to provide content that you guys are interested in, and that also makes me excited and makes me feel like I'm really contributing to this sport. So with that, big thank you. Great to see you in 2020. And as always, happy shooting.